Well, we live in a world now where the robots are coming, but there's still people in the organisation. So the most successful organisations would be those that integrate people and technology together.
I think the one most important one is culture, particularly for incumbents or existing corporates or existing organisations. It has to have the right culture. So my background is both from a corporate and latterly now a startup. I know I mentioned I'm at Bibby Financial Services, which is kind of a mid-sized company. However, within that, I'm setting up a startup business. And that's one way that Bibby are innovating, by setting up that separate incubator business. So culture is absolutely critical to driving through change and technology and bringing in the right people that understand it.
I'm not technical, but I realise that if people don't understand what it is that technology can do, then everybody is going to just be looking at each other with question marks and not knowing what's going on. So I think education about the technology is probably the most important thing that companies can do.
So innovation can't happen for its own sake. It happens because it wants to do something that customers are going to buy more of. And so it has to start with the customers. And most innovations that don't basically end up being a waste of money. So the big driver is customers. And because we can't read the minds of customers, we don't know what they'll do. Sometimes they don't even know themselves. It's a process of experimentation.
I think it's agility. Just as the keynote said today, making sure that you don't have too much capital of any form that puts you under risk and basically doesn't allow you to change tact quickly, and not accepting your failures are the key components.
I thought about this, and I think there are different scenarios to this. It depends on the company that you're operating. If you're operating at a company such as Google or YouTube or Facebook, that's quite a big scale. And when you speak about technological innovation, it's not necessarily just creating a new product, but it's actually buying a new company and how you integrate that company or that technological innovation into the rest of your business. So that they're right now investing in AI, they're right now investing or trying to understand how blockchain might actually disrupt the advertising space. But then if you're speaking to companies like ours, which we have only 20 people or 5 engineers, and it's actually, is our product is innovative, is serving a purpose, is our technology serving a purpose, or is the market ready for this? So there are two different spectrums of technological innovation, and my product or my company would be successful if I can find a market fit, if the market is ready for my technological innovation. But in the likes of companies for Google, YouTube, Facebook, I think it's how they can foresee another opportunity and how they integrate it into their gigantic corporation.
For me, trying to get, and I would also say quickness as well. It's a combination of both of them, because with regards to employees, they need to learn and kind of execute the kind of software really quickly. So that's, that can take a couple of months for people to get used to it and get that in a kind of routine element. But the kind of quickness of actually putting it into the company and using it as a kind of a DNA kind of system, it has to tick. We could talk about Joe Bloggs could come to the company and say, hey, we're going to want to put this software. Okay, well, that sounds great, but how long is it going to take? 4 months. And you kind of like, well, we kind of need to get this moving quite quickly. So I think a combination of both of those is key for me, just to kind of get that out there. And as you said, it's kind of catch-22. It's supposed to be a kind of fast-moving environment, but it's not fast-moving. So if we can kind of get those two elements to it, then we're good to go.